get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
Part 3 gang, y'all, let's get it, y'all. Part 3 gang, y'all, let's get it. Like, share, subscribe, y'all. Let's get it. Let's go. Man, I promise you, I'm right there. She was like, so it is true. He was like, what you talking about? What you talking about? Word. Like, this is how bootleg. I already knew Lawrenceville was bootleg anyway. I promise y'all, man, this is one of the most bootleg places in the planet Earth for a prison, man. That's why it's ran by Geo, man. That's why they don't wear the same uniforms as the DOC and the other prisons and all of that, because it's some bootleg stuff, man. I promise you. The lady, Miss D, was like, do you mess with him? Y'all talk. Miss Williams was like, it's like a couple of dudes scattered out here and there. Me, Bro Brian, this word. Miss Williams like, she looked at her like, she was like, do y'all talk or not? Be a woman about it. Like, be a woman. Be a woman. Like, what's the problem? Be a woman about it. Miss Williams was like, she looked at Brian. She was like, you need to handle that. And she went inside 31 pod. Slide her clothes. She went in there and started doing rounds. So now it's just me, Brian, and Miss D out in the hallway. So Miss D was right there. She was like, yeah, look, you can't even come over here for 5 minutes and you already got another girlfriend that fast, huh? What you think I won't go hear? Lawrenceville is small. Everybody talk. You think I won't go hear about what was going on? He was like, what you talking about? I ain't do nothing. What you talking about? She was like, I heard everything. I heard everything. I know you mess with that lady. She's like, I know her. And you mess with her. That's messed up. That's to make this whole thing messed up. I was like, man. I was like, yo. I start hitting the button. Lady comes in the joint. I was like, yo, let me in. Joint put on. I dipped in the joint. Got behind the door. The door closed. I come back and see what's going on. Looking out the window. See what's happening. Bro out there like, she like, I told you, know what I mean? So as she's snapping, now it's just him and the lady in the hallway. As she's snapping, as Miss D snapping, 31 open back up. All you seeing is Williams come out. She was like, she stepped out. She was like, she was about to go to 32 pod. The lady Miss D was like, so y'all just gonna, you know what I mean? Like, I'm saying in my head through this whole thing, I promise y'all, man, like, both of y'all are riding dirty. Miss Williams and Miss D. Both of y'all are bringing the package for my man. Both of y'all are getting the work put on y'all by my man. Why are y'all making a scene? So I felt like it had to be somebody, man. And I didn't want to do this, but I felt like somebody had to say today, man, because I was just seeing bro sink. And like, this was bad publicity right here. Like, people witness this. Few people come to the door, see what's going on. Now the rumors kind of flying a little bit. I promise y'all, I'm standing there and I hear somebody behind me like, hey, bro, wow, bro got both of them though. Yeah, bro mess with both of them though. I'm like, y'all see how fast the word get out, y'all. So boom, gets out fast, man. So I said, man. Lady said, what? Wait, I said, I gotta go talk to the counselor. She was like, the counselor? I was like, yeah. She was like, hurry up. I stepped back out. I was like, hold on, y'all, listen. Look, man, chill out. Brian was like, man, this is what I'm trying to tell her, man. Like, I ain't doing nothing, man. Miss Williams said, I'm doing something with you. Miss Williams was like, no. He was like, man, look, she wildin'. Miss D was like, I don't believe near one of y'all. She was like, I don't believe near one of y'all. I don't believe near one of y'all. I don't believe y'all. I don't believe you over here. You showing off. That's what you doing. You can't even be over here for 2 weeks. And look what you doing already. Look what you doing already, Brian. Look what you doing. He was like, man, look, don't believe none of that stuff you hearing. It ain't true. It ain't true. I said, oh. I said, everybody chill. Miss Williams was like, shh. She looked at me like, I'm like, man, listen, I'm basically the Miss D. I said, look, man, look. I said, y'all don't want to quit putting y'all business out here in front of everybody, man. I said, this isn't Maury Povich, man. I said, y'all talk when y'all need to talk. I said, don't talk out here in front of everybody, man. I said, what y'all trying to go down? Like, everybody wake up. What's going on? I'm talking to the police and my homeboy. Everybody wake up. What's the matter with y'all, man? I was like, man, you got Lala on the line, you got tobacco on the line, and you trying to tell me y'all gonna be out in the hallway behaving like this? All y'all in the way. So boom. This word, Miss D was like, Go back in your pod. Brian was like, man, I'm going back in, Weezy, man. Look, man, holler at me a dinner, Weezy. I was like, bro, all right, bro. You know what I mean? I'm gonna holler at you, man. So she told me to go back in. But before bro went back in first. So I'm still standing there, joint hitting the button. The lady ain't let me back in yet. So I'm standing there. This word, Miss D. Miss Williams is in 32 pod making a round now. Bro went in. Miss D was like, I was sitting, I had my whole back turned to her, y'all. I promise y'all, I'm like this. I'm trying to get this. But let me in. The booth up there. I'm like, yo, let me in. Miss D was like, White, you know about this? I'm like, huh? She was like, yeah, because he spoke highly about you over the phone when he came over to this building. He said his homeboy T Weezy is over here. So like, did you know about this, White? I'm like, I mean, I don't know. I ain't know nothing. You know what I mean? Like, I mind my business. That's what I do, man. Hey, yo, let me in. She was like, look, this is all I'm saying. You better talk to him because he finna lose somebody good. I was going to be there when he get out. I was going to hold him down. Me and his mom cool. Like, I done started him a savings account, everything. Like, she was like, I really rock with him, White. I was like, I mean, like, bro, like, I ain't know what to tell her, man. I was like, yo, like, I mean, what you want me to do? She was like, you need to talk to him before he lose me. Because if he lose me, like, it's over forever. I don't never retract after I leave a man. She said, when I leave a man, I don't never go back. I'm saying in my head, do this count? We in penitentiary, so boom. What are you talking about? You can't use the same morals with convicts. You gotta be out of your mind, man. But this lady really thinks that she has a real relationship because this is how bootleg Lawrenceville is. I promise y'all, man. So I'm still like this. The door finally opened. I was like, all right, man, I'm gonna holler at her, man. She was like, look, I can't. She walked up on me before the door closed. She was like, look. She was like, I came over here to work this building and do a double if I can see with my own eyes what he's doing. And I see what he doing, White. I was like, man, look, I'm gonna holler at him, man. She was like, all right, the door closed. I go up the steps like, dude was looking at me like, Weezy might have a package and also boom. But I didn't know, man. I'm just trying to get away from all this badness. It's crazy, man. This is crazy stuff going on, man. So I see bro at Dunham. I tell him, I said, yo, look, bro. I said, bro, look, Miss D said you about to fumble, bro. Real talk. So she heard about what you doing over here. He was like, bro, what she want me to do? I'm a man, bro. Like, I holler at who I like. You know what I mean? He was like, I like Miss Williams too. I was like, yeah. He was like, you see, I got a train. Miss Williams ain't telling her nothing. She was like, for real? Like, I believe him. But like that lady messy though. She messy. Like, she was messy on the street. She always been messy. Like, she always is messy. I just don't like her. And he messing with that messy lady. I was like, y'all just don't understand. We'll take anybody in this position, y'all. So boom. You can look like West Busha, man. We're gonna have you in that joint like, I love you. I love you. I promise you, man. Like, so, like, see how they going at it? It's crazy. So they working together. Now they have to see each other, man, after all of this. So it's finally count time. So we see them count. They gotta count together. I promise you, man. They come in the joint when I don't know where they at just kidding. So they must have did 31 pod first, which is where bro is at. So they must have did 31, and I don't know what they're gonna do, 32 last, but they came in our joint. When they came in our joint, I promise you, they come in like this. They both got clipboards. This word Miss D come in like this first. She coming through the door first, and then Miss Williams came behind. But all you see Miss D come in, she was like, yeah, and whatever. Yeah, and whatever. Yeah, he minds. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever. Miss Williams was like, you ain't talking about nothing. Yeah, you ain't talking about nothing. I was like, no, they ain't doing this. What is they doing? Miss D was like, yeah, all right, look, stand for count. Stand for count. Bottom tier, stand for count. They finish the bottom tier. They come upstairs. So they got to start at my joint first, but they're going to go to the dude's C cell first, which is the last cell on the top tier. Then they're going to come back and pass my joint. So when they get ready to pass my joint, you hear Miss Williams, she walked by, she was like, yeah, she thinks she doing something. Yeah, he's mine. Yeah, he mine. Miss D was like, yeah, we going to see. Man, we going to see. We going to see. I'm like, yo, this is crazy right here. These two COs really beefing over my bro. So boom. It's crazy to see. I seen a little bit like this before. This ain't my first time witnessing something like this. But to see them beefing over my bro was crazy, man. So I'm like, this is wild. So I don't know where that happened, man. I don't know where that happened. But at the end of the day, bro was feeling good about this. You know what I mean? So Miss D stayed in there for the rest of the day. And then she dipped. You know what I mean? So did Miss Williams. So we don't know what happened after they left. So when I seen bro the next day for breakfast, bro was like, bro had a smile on his face. He was like, yeah, I got both of them, bro. He was like, yeah. You know what I mean? He was like, but look, though. He said, it's the crazy stuff, though, man. He was like, it's a dude, man. He said, there's a dude in your block. I think he from Petersburg or somewhere, bro. He was like, man, this man pull up on me this morning, bro, before I seen you. I was like, for real? Who? From Petersburg? He was like, man, kind of tall, little brown skinned dude. I was like, he was talking about my next door neighbor C. I was like, oh, you talking about the dude C? He was like, yeah, that's him. I was like, what about him? He was like, man, say word. This dude pull up on me and told me he don't like how I'm doing Miss Williams. I said, what? He said, yeah, bro. He said, man, he pull up on me, man. Not too long ago, talk about, man, he don't like how I'm doing Miss Williams. I told him, I said, how I'm doing Miss Williams? He was like, look, she deserved better. You out here making it hot. She deserved better. I was like, what? He was like, yeah. I was like, man, what you say? He was like, man, I told him, man, mind his business. Real talk. I was gonna holler at you to see, you know, I'm like, I don't know what dude talk about, but he got me mixed up, Weezy. I'm like, shh. I said, man, that's crazy. I said, man, I'm gonna holler at him, man. I'm gonna holler at him, man, see what's going on. You know what I mean? Let me check to see what's going on. Like, I don't know how where that come from. I said, but listen, when they was counting, bro, they was arguing, bro, as they was counting. I said, they was arguing as they was counting, bro. And like, I said, that junk kind of is hot, bro. He was like, yeah, but it ain't my fault though, Weezy, man. What you mad at me? Cause I'm a player. Like, come on, man. I gotta do me. I was like, you right? I was like, man, look, let me holler at dude. So I shot back to the pod. I ain't gonna lie, I shoot back to the pod. I go back to the pod. I see dude, he leaning on the joint. He leaning on by himself. He the last cell. He like this. So as I coming up the steps, I look, I see him. You know what I mean? I already know he probably know that bro probably hollered at me because he looked right at me as I looked at him. I come up the steps. I walked down. I went to my cell first. You know what I mean? Went to my cell, put my stuff up. Came back out. I was like, yo, see, let me holler at you right quick. He was like, what's up? I'm like, come here, man. He come in the cell. I was like, yo, why you pull up on my homeboy and say that crazy stuff, man? He was like, I mean, for real though, it needed to be said. They walk around here arguing, cursing each other out. You know what I mean? He was like, man, I said, look, this is what I'm saying though, bro. You ain't got nothing to do with that, bro. I said, man, bro doing him. I said, you ain't got nothing to do. He said, man, look, those be the ones that be messing it up for everybody and this and that and this and that. I'm like, yo, bro, you wildin', bro. I was like, man, listen, man, stay out of that junk, man. I said, stay out of that junk, bro. You ain't got nothing to do with that, see? He was like, nah, like, man, I'm just gonna say, like, I brought Miss Williams, man. Like, she a good friend, man. Like, she be helping me with stuff. I ain't trying to see her get tangled up in this nonsense, man, because your homeboy don't know how to move. I said, look, at the end of the day, I said, my homeboy gonna come over here and he gonna want to talk to you, bro. He gonna thump. I'm letting you know now, like, stay out of that, bro. He was like, man, listen, Weezy, I can't, man. I ain't finna let her go down over somebody that's doing nonsense. I'm like, man, like, sometimes, like, you can't even talk to people, man. You can't talk to people, man, when they feeling like this. This man's super serious about he ain't trying to mess with no. I'm like, man, look, bro, you wildin', bro. I was like, man, you wildin', man. So I left him with that. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna keep going back and forth. Like, this ain't my girl. You know what I mean? He my neighbor. That's my man. But like, at the same time, though, I'm trying to alleviate the whole thing for nothing to have to happen to nobody. So he didn't want to hear it. You know what I mean? So I left it alone. So I'm chilling in the cell. Somebody called me and say, bro, calling me to the door. So I shoot down the steps. I get to the door. This bro, he like, hey, look, what's up? What he say? I'm like, man, he was like, yeah, look, man, when Miss Williams come on, when the shift change, when she come on, bro, he was like, man, I'm telling you, man, if you say something to me, Weezy, I'm gonna take off on him. I was like, nah, bro, don't take off. He was like, nah, Weezy, I'm telling you, bro, I'm gonna take off on him, bro. I said, bro, then you won't go to the hole. He was like, man, I don't care, bro, I might go back to the other side. You know what I mean? I'm like, through all of this madness, through out of everybody putting my name in it, the CEOs coming to holler at me, this lady coming to holler at me, I ain't getting no la the deal, y'all, so boom. What's going on here, man? But at the end of the day, man, bro gotta make his own decisions, man. I'm just giving y'all the situations that be crazy on Lawrenceville. This is one of them right here. This is one of them, man. So he like, man, word, if he talking crazy, I'm gonna take off on him. So I really don't want to see him and the dude C clash, because the dude C from Petersburg, he always talking about how he got the hammer game. But you know, we on Lawrenceville, and like, it ain't really that, you know what I mean? Dudes ain't taking it to that extent, even though stuff doesn't happen on Lawrenceville with the hammer game. But at the same time, though, man, like, I don't want it to get right there. I don't want it to get there, man. So shift change happened, and Miss Williams came to work. Now, Miss D isn't there at this time now. Miss Williams came to work. So Miss Williams came to work. When Miss Williams came to work, my word, she had like a little mark on her eye right here. Like, it didn't look bad. But like when she came and did her rounds, I looked at her because I was ready to say something to her. Like, I'm standing by my cell, when she walked past me, behind me a little bit, I turned around, I was like, I was about to say something, but when I locked in, I seen the little mark right here on her eye. I'm like, I ain't say nothing, you know what I mean? So she dipped by. She don't say nothing to me, I don't say nothing to her, she dipped. So she go out the hallway, you know what I mean? I guess bro came out, bro out there talking to her. So bro talking to her, I'm like, man, hold on, man. You know what I mean? So as I'm saying that, I look up, I see dude C, he like, you see what happened to her eye? You see what happened to her eye? I was like, yo, bro, chill. Now the dude C, he was kind of burnt out. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, man. Like, he was a burnt out individual that was in the block. He was cool And me and him was all right. I ain't gonna lie, but like, he was burnt out in a lot of ways, man. He was burnt out in a whole lot of ways, man, because like, for him to be on some, like, he's taken up from his Williams, like we on the street, it's his cousin or whatever the case, man, is wild. You know what I mean? But he like, man, you see, he was like, man, they was fighting yesterday. I was like, what? He was like, I was like, how you know? He was like, man, 'cause she just told me. She told me that she fought the lady Miss D. I'm like, Miss D look like she got the best of her. He was like, man, see, that's what I'm talking about, man. Man, all the administration gonna hear about it. I say, ain't nobody gonna hear about it. You just shut the fuck up, bro. And I ain't wanna snap like that on him, but I felt like I had to. I was like, bro, ain't nobody gonna know about it. You shut the fuck up. He was like, who you talking to? I said, bro, I'm talking to you, bro. I said, you need to mind your fucking business, see, man. You know what I mean? So my son come out. Like, yo, what's going on? I was like, man, nah, he wildin', man. I was like, man, he wild, man. You know what I mean? I was like, he wildin', see, man. He a little taller than me, but I'm like, see, you wild, back up. But so he can see that I'm serious. Like, I ain't want to fight him. I ain't want to take it there with him, man. But like, something needed to be said about this madness he was doing, y'all. So boom. It was like he was throwing gasoline on the fire, bro. Stay out of it, bro. You ain't got nothing to do with this, bro. So he like, I back up on him like, yeah, bro, I'm talking to you, bro. You know what I mean? He like, his celly come out like, no, Weezy, man, what y'all got going on? I was like, bro, you need to holler at your celly. Now, his celly was cool, too. I was like, bro, you need to holler at your celly. You need to holler at your celly. He was like, what's up? What's up? The dude, he was like, he had this smile on his face. He was like, I was like, yeah, bro, like, you need to tighten up, man. Real talk, man. He was like, yeah, that dumb look on his face. I was like, bro, you wildin', bro. Real talk, man. His celly was like, nah, Weezy, y'all don't need. I said, bro, you need to holler at him, man. So he grabbed him, like, he basically had to pull him in the cell. Like, he was just standing there just gritting on me. Like, he basically pulled C in the cell. He pulled him in the cell. So brought bro in the cell. So bro in the cell. So they got bro in the cell. Like I told y'all, I can hear the vent. Like we share vents. My word, he get him in the cell. He like, man, what you on Weezy beefing for, man? I thought you on Weezy was cool. What you got going on? He was like, I ain't got no problem with Weezy. It's his homeboy. It's his homeboy. That's how burnt out he is. He said, it's his homeboy. His homeboy in here using Miss Williams. Got her out here fighting, about to lose her job, and she got a family to support. He out here messing up like this. I'm like, I'm hearing this joint. This only thing I can do is I was like, shh. I'm listening to the joint. Man, he's snapping. I'm like, yo, this is wild. So his roommate like, man, you ain't got nothing to do with that. Why you sticking your nose into that? Man, you ain't got these, man, because me and Miss Williams cool. Me and Miss Williams cool. I was like, man, shh. As he's saying that, I hear a knock at the door. I'm like, yo, I look. This is who it is, y'all. I word on everything. Man, it was Brian. Brian pop up. He was like, I look at bro ain't got that jean suit on. He got a sweatsuit on, his old Nikes. He come in that joint. He like, what's up? What dude talking about? I was like, he was like, yeah, he in the way. Coming in here, making all this noise. Got Miss Williams about to lose her job. He said, I was down on Miss Williams. I was down on Miss Williams. Now she about to get fired. Ain't nobody gonna hire her. I was like, my homeboy was like, he sat down on the box and started like tightening his laces. He was like, hey, oh, fuck dude up, man. I was like, he was like, tightening his laces. I'm like, man, this shit crazy. He right in the next vent, blacking out, going crazy. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this dude? He just snapped out. So goddamn bro was like, man, what's up? I was like, come on, bro. We step out. Walk out there. Word. We walk out that joint. This is not next door neighbor now. Come out to see him. His celly comes to the door like, no, Weezy, hold on. I was like, look. My homeboy was like, look, man. My homeboy squeezed past me. He was like, look, what's up, man? You got a problem with me, man? You got a problem with me, man? All you hear is C in the background. Yeah, I got a problem with you. Yeah, I got a problem with you. You coming here making the building hot. That's what I got a problem with. I got a problem with that, man. I ain't going home like you, man. I got 25 years. I'm like, dude, psycho, man. This is my word. So my homeboy got them. So Brian like, look, man. Shh, bro, we ain't got to keep, look, calm down, bro. What's up? I'm about to come in here. We can fight. What's up? About to come in here. So Sully was like, no, Weezy, man, y'all chill, Weezy. I'm like, man, look, man, your Sully is belligerent right now. He's wilding right now. I said, he's making the situation worse, bro. I said, what is he doing? I said, he was like, man, I didn't try to talk to him. Like, I never seen him like this. I never seen him. I'm like, man, who is this nigga? Super saver hole? I was like, this nigga wilding, y'all. So boom. The whole time, like, my bro getting madder and I'm getting madder, man. But I don't want it to go down the way I know it can go down, man, because at the end of the day, I know dude was burnt out. He did. I met him through my old roommate. You know what I mean? Because my old roommate was from Petersburg when I first got in 30 building. But like me and him continue to be cool when I moved next door to him and everything. Like I continue to rock with him. But when me and my old roommate had a jack, like he used to hold the jack when my roommate needed him to hold the jack. And I had a dude that would hold the jack. So it was like we had that type, like we was cool. We was jive cool anyway. But still though, he's wilding right now. This man is wilding right now, y'all. Everything. This man is wilding right now. Like, I don't know what he got going on, but he's wilding. So Brian like, look, man, I ain't trying to hear that shit. Like, what's up? What's up? We can fight right now. We can fight right now. So as he's saying that, all you hear is the slide open up. Somebody was like, you look, it was Miss Williams. She walked in. She was like, she came and stood at the brick wall. She was like, she looked straight up there. It's my word. She see bro 229. And bro don't even supposed to be in our pod. She see him 229. And he was like, yo, come on, bro. What's up, bro? Come on, man. His roommate went and let it happen. His roommate was like, no, look, no, sir. I was like, man. So it was like a big scene on the top tier for no reason. That's all this was. So everything, they was like, yo, man, yo, crazy. So Miss Williams was like, Brian. He was like, she was like, you see my eye? He was just looking like, I was saying in my head, yeah, I seen it. He was like, she was like, it's all your fault. He was like, he looked back, he was like, man, I'm gonna beat your little boyfriend ass, man. You keep playing, I'm gonna beat this nigga ass, man. He was like, you ain't gonna do nothing, Sean. You ain't gonna do nothing to me. He was snapping. I was like, man, come on, bro. So I was like, bro, come on, bro. So we go down the steps. We get down the steps. Everything, we get down the steps, man. He was like, yeah, look, man, everything, man. He was like, man, this junk crazy, man. Like, you know what I mean? We get down the steps. He walk up on Miss Williams. He was like, yo, what happened to your eye? She was like, what you mean, what happened to my eye? Yeah, I fought your little girlfriend. Yeah, she was waiting on me. She was waiting on me when I pulled home. And she was right there. And I'm pressing charges on her too. Yeah, I'm pressing charges on her. He was like, nah, hold on, look. She was like, I don't want to hear shit. And me and you, it's over for me and you. It's over for me and you. I don't have time for this shit. I don't got time to be in the streets fighting. I'm saying in my head, you ain't got time to be in the streets fighting. You ain't got time to do this and time to do that. But you got time to fuck with a nigga in the can, y'all. So boom. Shit come with the territory, man. Calm your dumb ass down. That's what I wanted to tell her, man. But she's just going on and on and on. The whole pod is hearing this shit like this is better than Maury. This is better than Jerry Springer. This is better than anything that comes on at 4 o'clock. That was a talk show, y'all. So boom. It's crazy, man. Everybody's just listening like and him and the lady having a major conversation. She talking about how she fought the lady, this and that, this and that, this and that. I was like, yo, this is wild. This is wild right here. This is unbelievable stuff that you will see on Lawrenceville, man. I promise y'all, man, this is unbelievable stuff. So he was like, man, fuck it. He just leave out. He get out the pod. He go back to his pod. He don't even say he holler at me or nothing. He dip. He go back to his pod. So he chilled. So I guess he was just trying to wait till she go home, man. He won't even try to talk to Miss Williams. He just stayed in the cut till she was about to go home. Man, I promise y'all everything they love. Right when she was about to go home, guess who came in to work? Man, Miss D. Miss D came in to work. Miss D came in to work on everything. I don't know if she's supposed to have been over there, but you would see this from time to time. A CEO pop up in your building that was supposed to be there. She popped up in the building. As soon as she came in our joint, she walked in and she stood by the brick wall. I don't know who she was looking for. I walked down the steps. She's like, she looked at, she had a look on her face. She was like, you see what I did to his little girlfriend? I was like, y'all wild, man. Fill my cup up. Shot back up the steps. She also boom. I was like, man, I have nothing to do with this. This is getting crazy. Somebody's gonna hear about this. They're gonna start locking people up, and I don't want to have nothing to do with this because I'm not getting sent on Lawrenceville. And I didn't even get no lala. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen, man. I promise you. Everything. The lady, Miss Williams, I don't know if she didn't go home or not. She's supposed to went home. I looked up. She popped up in the building. I'm like, what is she doing in the building? I know she's not doing a double because we already got our officers. Miss D is not even on our officers. I'm like, yo, this is crazy right here. Word, they come out the hallway. I don't know if they got into it again, but I seen bro out there. Bro was like this. Bro was trying to break it up. Bro was trying to break that joint up, man. This word, they was arguing. I couldn't believe they was arguing. I was like, what the fuck is going on? I came to the door. You can hear it in the pod. I said, yo, bro. Bro. He looked at me. He was like, I was like, yo, bro, tell me shut the fuck up, bro. They loud as hell. Y'all gonna get knocked, bro. He was like, man, I can't. He was like, man, I was like, bro, you wildin', bro. Y'all wildin'. He snapping. I looked up. See Jack Bauer come through the door. Jack Bauer come through the slide. He pop up right there, like he passed the barbershop. That's how I knew. I'm looking at our door. That's how I knew he was in our building. He popped up. He like, what's going on over here? They going there. He's like, man, they snapping. Fuck her. They going at it crazy. I'm like, fuck. Jack Bauer come in the joint. Jack Bauer get on his walkie-talkie. Jack Bauer call the dudes in the white shirts over there. Next thing you know, mouse of police in the building, y'all. So boom. Police everywhere in that bitch. I promise you, they came in the joint. They broke them up. They got one. You looked up. You see Miss Williams walking this way. You know what I mean? Towards medical. You looked up. I looked up again. you see Miss D walking towards the gate, going back to the south side, where she probably supposed to be working at in the first goddamn place. They took him over there, man, on everything, man. Probably about a little bit later, probably like 2 hours later, I looked up. Probably about 2 hours later, niggas was like, yo, look out the window, Weezy. This was right after count. Niggas was like, yo, look out the window. I looked out the window, I seen my homeboy walking down the joint like this. You like, people were taking bro to the Bing, y'all. So boom, bro went to the Bing. Word got back when they came and got him. Dudes that was in the pod, my man, I'm getting a pot with. He told me, he said, yo, they locked your man up for investigation. Like, what? Like, yeah. You know what I mean? The bras was arguing over him. I was like, yo, this bro ain't getting up with some tobacco the whole time after all of that shit, bro. I was like, that shit crazy, man. He was like, yeah, well, they bagged him for investigation. I promise y'all, that man was in a hole 1 week. They shipped him. He was out of there. And they said they sent that nigga, man. I don't know where he got sent to. I never found out where he got sent to. But Lawrenceville got him up off that motherfucker, man. Lawrenceville got him up off that motherfucker. And you know what else happened? They said they fired both of their ass. Miss Williams and Miss D got fired. Miss Williams and Miss D got fired, man. And it was one cool ass CO dude I used to rock with, man, young boy. He got fired too, but before he got fired, he knew about all this madness. He told me, he was like, yo, say word, they fought again. He was like, they fought at the gas station, they fought again. I was like, yo, this is wild right here, man. But this is Lawrenceville, y'all. These are the things that happen, man. I told you, I don't know why these female COs come here and fall in love and go through this type of stuff, but they do. And that's the shit that happened, man. Like, just like everybody else that I saw that gets the roller or gets the CO or gets the lady or whatever the case, it never lasts, man. They all go down, man. They all go down. It's like everybody just went down in this case, man. It never works out. And that's why that's why I fade to black and just play the cut, because this is a lot of work dealing with women. Bro had 2 of them. I tip my hat for him having 2. He just didn't know how to handle 2, man. And like situations happen like that. And it was crazy, y'all. But I never seen bro again, man. You know what I mean? I definitely didn't see Miss D and Miss Williams again, man. I just knew Lawrenceville was bootleg from after witnessing a situation like that. But that was a crazy situation. That's the end of the damn story, though. I appreciate y'all for watching, man. Y'all already know the count, man. You gotta stay out the way out here, man. That's the only way you're gonna live a good life, man. You know what I mean? Who wants to live a life where you gotta look over your shoulder all day, man? Where you gotta worry about your op coming to take care of you, or you taking care of your op, or you going to jail for taking care of your op. It's a no-win situation. Nobody wins in this video game, y'all. Nobody wins, man. Nobody wins in this video game, man. So turn your life around. Do the right thing, man. Think about your kids. Think about your family, man. I'm gonna tell y'all this every day, man, because they need you out here. Period. But y'all already know what it is, man. This was the Thursday banger game. So when y'all do this one, like, just subscribe to me, y'all. Let's go. But be safe out here, y'all. And stay your ass out the way.
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.